You don't need to pay an annual fee to have a great credit card. There are plenty of great credit cards that offer 2%, 3%, sometimes even 5% back on your spending, all without an annual fee. If you're currently not earning any rewards for your spending, or maybe you're just earning a measly 1% back, then it may be time to upgrade. I'm Sally French, a credit card expert at NerdWallet, and let me tell you about the best credit cards that don't have an annual fee. Now, before we dive in further, I do want to make a quick note on this video's definition of best. Best in terms of this specific video refers to no annual fee credit cards that earn rewards. These cards typically require applicants to have good or even excellent credit in order to get approved. They also tend to have high interest rates. Given that they're not necessarily the best for you if, say, you struggle to pay off your card in full each month or you're still building credit. If that's you, you might consider the best credit card to be one with a low APR. After all, rewards credit cards tend to have high interest rates, which can quickly negate any potential rewards value. For someone new to credit, the best credit card might actually be a secured credit card, which can help build credit once you secure your credit line with a refundable deposit. I'm not going to go in the weeds any further on those, but just know you can browse this channel as well as nerdwallet.com for deeper dives into those cards. For now though, let's talk about those best credit cards with no annual fee that earn great rewards. The first class of these rewards cards is those that offer bonus points in certain categories. NerdWallet loves the Capital One Saver Rewards credit card. It earns 3% back on dining, entertainment, popular streaming services, and at grocery stores, though there are a few exceptions on that grocery store bonus, such as superstores like Walmart and Target. You earn 1% back on everything else. This type of bonus category card is great for people who spend highly in certain categories. And I do know a lot of people, maybe you, who spend a lot of money on dining and entertainment. Given that, something like the Saver is perfect for people spending a lot on experiences, whether that's trying out new restaurants or catching the latest movie. And as is a stipulation for the spotlight in this video, there is no annual fee on that card to worry about, so all your rewards come with zero maintenance cost. This card also has no foreign transaction fees, making it a solid choice for international travelers. That said, bonus categories are not for everyone. Sometimes that's because your spending just doesn't align with those bonus categories. For example, I've never seen a card that offers bonus points on, let's say, daycare for your kids. If you have though, please enlighten me in the comments. Bonus categories can also just sometimes be tricky to know what actually qualifies for that bonus category. Does a coffee shop count as dining? Does the karaoke bar count as entertainment? If they did, you might get bonus points by charging those things to a card offering extra rewards on those categories, but sometimes they don't, upon which you're left with a measly 1% earnings rate. Given that, you might rather just have a card that earns a great earnings rate on everything you buy. 2% back on every purchase tends to be a good threshold. Among the best credit cards that earns 2% back on every purchase with no categories and no limits is the Wells Fargo Active Cash Card. Cards like these are great for their simplicity. If you don't want to think about rotating categories or tracking those bonus categories, this is a fantastic choice. You get a flat 2% on everything, whether you're shopping for groceries, paying bills, or booking travel. With no annual fee, a card like the Wells Fargo Active Cash Card is straightforward and still rewarding. Then there's a Chase Freedom Unlimited, which is kind of a hybrid of both of those cards I described above. It earns 1.5% cash back on every purchase, which makes it a good, solid, all-around card. But there's more. You'll earn 3% cash back on dining at restaurants, including takeout and delivery services, and 3% back on drugstore purchases. If you book through the Chase Ultimate Rewards portal, you'll get 5% cash back on travel. For some, this might be the best of both worlds, as you'll earn more than just 1% back on everyday spending, but you can also earn bonus points in common spending categories. And this card gets even more compelling for people who aren't opposed to holding cards that do have annual fees. If you pair this card with the Chase Sapphire card, you can even convert your rewards into travel points for more value. It's something called the Chase Trifecta. To take advantage of it, you need to hold either the Chase Sapphire Preferred card, which has an annual fee of $95, or the Chase Sapphire Reserve, which has an annual fee of $550. NerdWallet does recommend those cards as well, with the caveat that annual fee cards are definitely not for everyone. I'm not gonna go too into the weeds on the Chase trifecta. One, because I have another video on that on this channel, and two, because you came to this video specifically seeking a no annual fee card, and those two credit cards have annual fees. Just know that the Chase Freedom Unlimited has no annual fees, it earns great rewards, and its rewards become even more powerful when paired with one of the Chase Sapphire cards, which do, of course, have an annual fee. This might be a good card if down the road you might be open to an annual fee card. Okay, so the final class of rewards card is what NerdWallet calls the rotating category card. With these types of cards, you can expect super high rewards like 5% in certain categories. The catch, categories typically rotate every month or quarter, and you earn just 1% on everything else. Sometimes there are also caps on that 5%. One of NerdWallet's favorite rotating category cards is the Chase Freedom Flex. It earns 5% cash back on up to $1,500 in purchases in rotating bonus categories each quarter. A couple annoying notes though are that you have to manually activate those bonus categories each quarter, and two, Chase doesn't release the new list of rotating categories until close to the new quarter, so it can be tough to time big purchases around those categories. It does offer a few bonus categories that do remain constant year-round, including 5% cash back on travel purchased through Chase Ultimate Rewards, just like the Chase Freedom Unlimited. Additionally, it offers 3% cash back on dining and drugstores and 1% back on all other purchases. Now, this is the kind of card that's great for people who love to maximize rewards in specific areas. For example, the quarterly category might include gas stations, and if you can align your road trip with that quarter, you can rack up cash back quickly. In short, these no annual fee cards offer excellent rewards without the hassle of an annual fee. But each one is still tailored to a different type of spender. Decide whether you want a flat cashback rate or you're open to cards with bonus points in certain categories. You might even consider using the NerdWallet app to understand how you really spend your money. Where is most of your cash going? From there, use that information to pick the card that earns maximum bonus points to align with your lifestyle. I'm Sally French, a credit cards expert at NerdWallet, and if you found this video useful, please make sure to like and subscribe.